I am pleased to have you return to my Coin Lady channel. With the exception of those who have a history of animosity towards XRP, virtually all of the XRP chart analysts I've followed this year have shown that XRP has been consolidating inside a symmetrical triangle that has persisted for 7 years. In most cases, you will observe a breakout from a symmetrical triangle before it reaches its apex, or the intersection of the two trend lines. I'm not a chart K, but I do know this generally. Therefore, the peak could be months before it truly goes either upwards or downwards, depending on your perspective. Of course, we're talking about XRP here, but I'll give you the scoop from a number of chart analysts, including one in this video, who thinks XRP is almost to its limit and predicts it will happen this month. Having specified time limits, particularly short-term ones, makes me anxious for chart analysts. A channel is fine with me. Analysts stating that this would be the outcome if such and so were to reoccur based on historical precedents doesn't annoy me. Okay, so you're claiming that history is irrelevant, and I get it. However, things change, and change significantly, when there are explicit forecasts. In any case, I'll tell you exactly what has been said, but in short, XRP holders are in for a very exciting future. In my opinion, it is the case. Lastly, the news regarding the SEC's appeal of the Torres verdict in the SEC v Ripple case has finally surfaced, more than a week after the stupid-ass incident. In hindsight, it was quite evident that my earlier assertion, even months ago, that this wouldn't derail XRP's bull run was true. After the news broke, everyone who disagreed with me eventually stopped talking. I mean, really. Here you have XRP momentarily breaking above 54 cents today, despite my earlier claim that there was evidence to suggest speculators recognized it was unrelated to XRP. Here we go, XRP is 53.7 cents as I record this video. Cryptocurrency valued at $62,544. So, it's been somewhat of a green day around here. Regardless, the market is fearful due to the crypto fear and green index, which is currently at 32 out of 100. However, it won't be there indefinitely. Also, I wanted to bring this out. I stumbled into this post on Cointelegraph. They use this exact same headline all the time, and it's fascinating because they usually only cover a handful of coins in their articles. Sometimes, they'll even write an entire piece about a single coin. Only Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple are supported. Not that they won't cover specific coins in their own pieces. XRP is just so ubiquitous here, I don't mean to imply anything by it. Furthermore, Cointelegraph has a long history of being strongly opposed to XRP. They have no qualms about publishing things that plainly don't exist. That's all they'll do. No shame is held by them. Regarding other matters, though, they are not quite as mistaken. Well, I find that intriguing. Here we have the headline, "Why is XRP up to date?" It seems like this was an editorial choice. I simply do not wish to read any of the articles presented here. In this case, they are using narratives. Whatever is happening, they are implementing it. That's the rationale behind the current XRP price action, and it's rarely the case in this context. Let me get this straight. The price of XRP dropped precipitously upon hearing the terrible news that the SEC was appealing the Torres judgment in the Ripple case. This news was spread for 90 minutes. I know that sounds over the top, but the reason I'm describing it that way is because the drop was so abrupt. As a result, it was declining. It was like plunging over a cliff when that news broke, but only for half an hour. Bear in mind that XRP fell for one entire week in 2020 after the SEC lawsuit dropped. It lasted for half an hour. Indeed, the SEC news is an example of a situation when speculators did, in fact, engage in specific purchasing and selling behaviors in response to real-life events. As I mentioned before, the market did not react at all when Ripple stated that they were cross-appealing. Nevertheless, Cointelegraph is attributing XRP's recent success to Ripple cross-appeal, despite the lack of proof supporting this claim. It may sound ridiculous, but it's actually true. The SEC has greater control over the price of XRP than Ripple, as can be demonstrated at any time. That may sound ridiculous, but it's actually correct. You know, the market always says, okay, whatever, whenever Ripple has any kind of good commercial growth with XRP. Throughout Ripple's history, it has been the case. At this point, SEC arrives. Oh no, we're going to hell because we're terrified. So that's the outcome. Thus, they referenced that, and then they referenced that section. The SEC does not double down on an assault with any meal. Not to repeat myself, but the SEC is asserting once again that XRP is a security. They are making this allegation against an exchange called Binomial, which is blocking them from offering XRP futures. As a consequence, Bitno is suing them. The other details are of interest to you as well. This was made by myself about 2 videos ago. This is essentially a fresh video since I published it. Also, it doesn't correspond to the chart's XRP price action in any way. Thus, the post concludes with the statement, XRP risks more solves ahead, after merely making certain statements. Because of how ridiculous it is, I've got to resort to making fun of them. When XRP acts in a certain way, it is nearly never due to current events. Because of the interconnected nature of the world's financial markets, XRP's price movements mirror those of the wider cryptocurrency market, which in turn mirror those of stock prices. I'm done. The United States does not operate on a 4-year election cycle. This isn't because to Bitcoin's 4-year halving cycle. Those are really terrible stories. That's not correct. It's the whole world's money. Seeing my video is an honor. Bye for now, and please subscribe and like my channel.